Hello, good morning and welcome. It's the 14th of June and it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. And we'll start off as ever with the AUD USD. We've actually had a little bit of good news for the AUD last night in the form of the Chinese year-on-year production figures, which miraculously are slightly above expected. How fabricated that is, I really don't know. And there was also a poor figure for Australia. All in all, it's gone up about sort of 30 pips. So not exactly shooting up. We've got a long position on the commitment of traders slightly. But this week we've seen shorts added. We've also had longs added, but I think this is getting close to the top. Maybe might top out about 76. If it does, as I said before, I will come in heavy short on that. The RSI is just breaking my trend line, only just. Yep. So I don't know. I think that's going to fail about where it is, but we'll have to see. Have to wait and see. Euro, New Zealand dollar. We've had a little bit of bad news for the New Zealand dollar, but also we've had some poor news for the euro. The the German CPI figures were poor, a lot worse than expected. So we've seen a little bit of a red candle on that. The RSI is pointing nicely down. I've moved my trend line over. It would be nice if this would come down and close the gap. So I'd love to see that happen. Euro USD. Again, bad news for the euro. We haven't really moved a lot. We are net short the euro by quite a way. This week, mind you, some longs were added and some shorts were taken off. But you know, I think this is going to come down and close the gap here on the chart. We've got the RSI is in the top half of the table here. Unless it moves above 69.1, it's not actually going to keep going up. I'm looking for it to move below the 50. Been waiting all week for it. Could do with happening now. It has had a couple of rallies, as we can see. There's pits and troughs here, but this has been like for 4 days. It's hardly budged. So I think actually the bulls are wearing out a little bit. Similar thing on the euro Japanese yen. I wanted to come back down and fill the gap. We are at the 50 on the RSI. We have been slightly downhill trend. I'm looking for this to continue. I would like to see a big fall in this. There's plenty of room to go. There's I think it's about 600 pips there. So that would be really nice if that could happen. The Japanese yen, the commitment of traders, they are slightly long the Japanese yen, but they're well short the euro. So we'll see where that goes this week, but I was expecting quite a big fall this week on that. The pound Australian dollar, well, it's come back off the 1.67 line. This is fairly heavy support. We're now looking for a move back up to the mid-Bollinger Band. This has hopefully is going to be quite a good trade for us. The only thing that concerns me slightly that Theresa May said is they're going to be softening the austerity, and that of course will weaken the pound. So I'm looking for some signs over the coming weeks that's happening. I remember when the Cameron government was in, and you know, I kept looking for the pound to weaken, and it kept getting stronger and stronger, and it caught me out quite a few times. And it was the austerity, not the fundamentals, that were actually firing the pound and giving it its strength. So if they take that off, we might see a bit of weakness. Uh, S&P 500, green candle today. It's been up and down a bit. I just can't believe where the strength keeps coming from, and who on earth is actually buying this. So we'll keep watching that. It is of interest. Move on quickly. Euro GBP. Well, we had a fantastic opportunity that came to us because of the election, where Theresa May only just got in, and we got the commitment of traders are short the euro and slightly long the pound. So we took an opportunity and got into this trade short. We could just do, maybe we're just closing the gap down here. So we're looking for a retraction back down, and it's coming down nicely. We're below the 69.1 on the RSI, and the stochastic is sort of looking down a little bit. But this should follow through for us. The actual rise was stupid, and you know, long term, I see this as a good short. USD JPY. Well, we are bulls of the Japanese yen. We're waiting for a break in the stock market. We've seen the Nasdaq have a little bit of a flurry. We've been into this sideways action. We are below the 50 on the RSI. The last 6 or 7 trading days really going sideways, and I'm looking for a good short. The commitment of traders have added shorts onto the JPY last Saturday. So we have seen a little bit of a rise up, but I think basically they're going to be going long again. They are about 1.5 to 1 long at the moment. So there we go. USD CAD. Now I've got this dramatically wrong. This is actually on a 4-hour chart. I couldn't see the sense in it, and so I said to everybody, you know, I see this as long for the pair, and the commitment of traders has shown me the error of my ways. I've got this very small trade in at the top here, and at the moment I'm in a quandary. It has actually shorted. It's gone below the 30.9. I'll be looking at the commitment of traders on Friday to get direction on this. But yep, what can I say? The commitment of traders was right. I was wrong. So there we go. Had a little bit of a bounce this morning off this support. I did say yesterday we were coming down onto support. I'm not surprised, actually. I'm hoping this is going to follow through, but I will be watching that later today. The commitment of traders was short, more short this week. So we'll see how that goes. Oil, sideways movement. It's on support down here. Let's just move that down a bit. There you go. It's coming down onto support. I think it's going to follow on through down, and I'm holding. You know, but we'll see. We'll see. I think this is going to break down lower. I think it's going to come down and touch this blue line down here. And when it does that, I'm going to be out. But that's been a lovely trade. Really pleased with that, because I got in at the top, got all the way down to the bottom, got back in when it came back up, and now it's come down and it's just onto support. But I'm hoping that's going to follow through. I really am. But I'd really like to thank everybody for watching, and hopefully see you tomorrow. And I'm sorry I've made a mess of the USD Canadian dollar. I really am. But The actual fundamentals for the currency, I just could not see any sense in the commitment of traders. Okay, thank you. Cheers.